Hello and welcome to another episode of Roach, Koach, the new metal podcast you deserve. My name is Lauren Kozlowski. With me, as always, the original Roach rider, Mr. Matt Nas.
Keep it rolling, baby.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, we have come to the end of another side project summer.
Wow.
And Matt,
What a summer it's been.
what a summer it's been. The heat unrelenting.
Rough.
But these side projects delivering, showing us angles on some of our favorite guys in ways that we've never seen them before. You know, it's given us some great bits on the show as well that we have not even come close to running into the ground yet.
Dude, no skip albums.
No skip albums.
Yeah.
Oh man, right now,
Four of them, if you
four of them?
could.
If I could. Oh boy, wow, 4 no skip records. Well, first of all, Rolling Stones, Bridges to Babylon. Second would be 30 Seconds to Mars, A Beautiful Lie. And then this is a little bit of a left turn, but 30 Seconds to Mars, This Means War.
Mm-hmm.
And then I gotta say Avalon by Sully Erna.
There it is.
Yeah,
It's very
so,
good. Yep.
Yeah, those would be my 4 no skip records. Thanks for asking.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, this week, as we close Outside Project Summer, we are doing an album that has been requested of us for a very long time.
So long.
So long.
Yeah. And I'm a person who has been oblivious sometimes to requests, even though I know we do Who's Tweeting all the time.
Right.
But things get put on long lists, taken off long lists, put on short lists, put back on long lists. But this one has always been, I have been aware that people have wanted this at least 6 years.
At least. At least
6 years.
At least 6 years, yeah. And so we're finally doing it. We are doing Stone Sour by Stone Sour for the final Side Project Summer. And for those
feels right.
It feels right to do this one. And for those that are asking, saying, whose side project is this, Lauren? It's
why are you listening to Roach, Coach?
Why are you listening to Roach, Coach? It's Corey Taylor of Slipknot's side project. And you might say, aren't there other guys from Slipknot in the band? At one point there was, and we're going to get to it. But ultimately, as someone who has endured a Stone Sour set with Corey Taylor in his best pork pie hat.
In his pork pie hat era? Yep.
Yes, absolutely. I'm looking at this as mainly as a Corey Taylor solo situation, or so Corey Taylor's side project situation, I should say. I don't
know how you could consider it anything else.
Right, yeah. Well, I think he's kind of muddied the waters a little bit with the CMFT.
That is true.
Stuff. But I think most people are like, Stone Sour. It's a Corey Taylor without the mask. So, we're doing this today. I was not able to procure a physical copy of this album. I couldn't even get one.
Wild to me.
I couldn't even get one from the library.
What?
Yeah, the library did not have any that I could even get through interlibrary loan. I think that whomever, if they did have a copy at one time, which I believe they did, I think it got 5-finger discounted. I think somebody checked it out of the library and said, I am never returning this to the library. You can hunt me down, librarians, but you're not taking back my CD copy of Stone Sour by Stone Sour. But be that as it may, it's still on streaming services. And so that's how I was able to hear it. Matt, this record came out August 27th, 2002.
Wow. A true come down record.
A true come down record. Now, the origins of this band, I did not really know because I wasn't really ever interested in this band. You know what? We'll get it. History with Stone Sour. I will start.
Go.
I heard the song Bother on the radio, was informed that it was in the Spider-Man movie. I was like, okay. Heard some other songs that were on the Spider-Man soundtrack, that Hero song with Josie Scott and Chad from Nickelback. And I was like, I guess the Spider-Man soundtrack's gonna stink. Hope this doesn't affect the movie. And it didn't. Movie was great. Soundtrack stinks. Okay, great. And then I just kind of like forgot about it. And then every few years, I would be informed that there was another Stone Sour record. And I would not listen to it. And I wouldn't hear any of the songs. And I was doing great. Now, as we know, Slipknot continued to put records out. And I remember one of the criticisms of Volume 3 was that, oh, they stone soured it. Put a little stone sour in it. And I got to say, as a big, big fan of Volume 3, having now listened to this Stone Sour record for a week straight, no. If this album sounded like Volume 3, what a fucking gift. But it sure don't. It sure don't.
Uh-oh.
It does not sound like Volume 3. He sings on it. I think that's where they get it from. But there is a difference because I spent time listening to this record on quality headphones, okay? And I have some theories and thoughts on what we're doing here and what we're not doing here and what we're doing in Slipknot and we're not doing in Slipknot, okay? We're going to dive into it. But otherwise, yeah, I got to say, largely have avoided Stone Sour because every time I would hear some Stone Sour, I'd be like, I don't need this. This ain't it. It's missing a barrel. It's missing a clown. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you,
I
buddy.
don't know what to tell you. So yeah, Matt, Stone Sour history.
Yeah, this is one of those bands that was, unlike Slipknot, who got very little radio play. Stone Sour took up the mantle, and I really have never known what to do with this band. I saw them open for Korn, as you did. And coming into this, I will say I've never listened to an album cover to cover. I will say seeing them live, they rocked a little bit more than I was expecting. I felt like going in, especially because I feel like the song that I heard, which was much more of a sad sack song.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe it was off of a different record. But there always seemed to be just kind of like a, hey, let's slow it down a little bit, that you could never do on a Slipknot record.
Right. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so I was not listening. I was not listening to Slipknot I was not listening to Stone Sour because because anything I would hear, I'd be like, I don't need this slow down version. I don't need it.
Right.
And yeah, so was not engaging. Now the lore, according to the Wikipedia, is that Stone Sour predates Slipknot. The band was founded by Corey and drummer Joel Ekman. And the band's name comes from a cocktail menu at a local bar. They had a gentleman named Sean Economaki, who was their bass player, and they recorded a bunch of demos. And then Jim Root of Slipknot joined the band in 1995. And then in 1996, they recorded another demo tape, songs of which were eventually used on this 2002 record. But in 97, the band went on hiatus while Corey and Jim joined up with Slipknot, and they got a deal. Basically, obviously, Slipknot get big.
Yeah.
But as we know, the Slipknot system, it's a lot of guys.
Yes.
It's a lot of work to keep it together. And after Iowa, everybody was like, we got to take a break or we're going to die.
Right. Yeah.
We're going to die. It's going to be trouble. So they take a break. And during this time is when the Stone Sour record is recorded. On this record, here's our personnel. Corey Taylor, lead vocals, guitar on track 8, piano on track 12. Jim Root, guitar on all tracks except 13, 17, and 18. I want to let everybody know, we're not doing this deluxe version that's on here. So we're not going to do songs like Kill Everybody and Roadhog. Sorry, not doing it. Josh Rand did guitar on all tracks except track 13. Sean Economaki, bass guitar on all tracks except track 13. Joel Ekman, drums on all tracks except track 13. We do have some additional personnel. Sid Wilson does some turntables.
Oh, cool.
On a few tracks. Denny Gibbs does Hammond organ on a few tracks.
Love a good Hammond.
Yep, and Dan Spain also, well, he did some bonus track stuff. All right. Producer on this record, Stone Sour and Tom Tatman.
Oh, the Tatman.
The Tatman. I don't know who he is, but he is apparently Iowa-based. When you Google him, you find out first that he's retired. Good for him. But according to Discogs, other stuff that he has worked on includes Bobby's Blue Band, a lot of Bobby's Blue Band, like a lot of Bobby's Blue Band. It sounds to me like, yeah, mostly stuff locally. It looks to me like, yeah, I don't really know much of any of the bands that he works with, except the Blue Band, Bobby's Blue Band. Listen, if the
So much
blue
Bobby's Blue
if
Band.
the Blue Band calls, the
You
Tapman
know
answers.
who's going to
The
Tapman answers.
Tapman answers. Absolutely. Let's see. According to Wikipedia, Josh Rand contacts Corey Taylor in 2000. And he says, I've been working on some stuff. And Taylor says, we just started writing stuff, and it started to happen. So Josh and Corey write 14 songs, and they begin working on them. And Taylor added that it got to a point where he said to Rand, I think we're going to have to put a real band together because this is just too serious.
Whoa.
They bring Ekman in. Jim Root comes in. Economaki comes in. Start working at Catamount Studios. Of course, that means you got to get the Tapman in the booth. They went through a bunch of different names, most notably Super Ego, before settling on Stone Sour. I am neither pro nor con the name Stone Sour.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's terrible.
No. Just kind of washes over me.
Exactly. And now I've been living with it so long that it's what it means is what it means. You know.
Exactly. At this point, yeah, who cares?
Exactly.
At this point, who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit? Genre tags, Matt. Alternative metal.
That feels right.
New metal. And post grunge.
That was the one that I heard the most in the singles.
Absolutely. According to Corey Taylor, in regards to the musical style of this band, he describes Stone Sour as melodic hard rock with content and initiative. Incredible
Woof.
Corey Taylor quote.
Wow.
Content and initiative? It sounds like something my dad be into. Because this band's got initiative, they're going to go for it. These guys practice every day.
Every day these boys are out there with their initiative and their content.
They got content and they got initiative. What are you doing? Sleep until noon. Stone Sour's over here.
Stone Sour's on the bus.
They're on the bus. They're taking the same classes as you. They got content and they got initiative. What are you doing in bed? It's a Saturday. Get up.
Stone Sour's already at work. They've been working.
They've been working since 8. What have you been doing? Okay. I feel there's a few more good quotes you're going to enjoy here, Matt. Taylor, of All Music, said that Corey Taylor has the ability to actually sing, which apparently is a criticism of early Slipknot releases, citing Alice in Chains and Soundgarden as influences. Also, he says that the album gets better after multiple listens. Interesting claim.
The greatest lie of every musician.
Yes. Oh no, this is a reviewer.
Yeah. You hate it now.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Give it another run.
Yeah. 411 Mania, the reviewer Jeff Madzalewski said the album mixes hostility, reservation, brutality, and melody. Okay. There we go. Critical reception. This album is largely well reviewed. All Music 4 out of 5.
It was a hit.
Yeah. Blabbermouth 8 out of 10. New York Rock favorable. The Daily favorable. Counterculture only gave it 2.5 out of 5. 411 Mania ultimately 7 out of 10. That sounds like a C, but who can say? Yeah, some accusations that maybe it's a little too chill because they've smoothed things out. But there's a lot of talk about how Corey is a legitimate vocalist here.
Oh, okay.
Which is what I'm just like, okay, we'll get into it. This record was a success, and it was also nominated for 2 Grammys. Best Metal Performance at the 45th Grammys, and Inhale was nominated for Best Metal Performance at the 46th Grammy Awards, because you know how the Grammys work, man. You stretch that shit over years. Just imagine
Yes.
going to the 46th Grammy Awards and they're like, nominees are Stone Sour, and you're like, that
What?
record's 3 years old. We're still talking about that? What's going on here? Classic Grammys. Didn't win though. So there you go.
Mhm.
Matt, we have, even though we weren't able to procure a physical copy of the record, our good friends at Discogs, they have a physical copy.
They sure do.
Well, let's talk about this album cover, this album art, Matt. It's a black and white photo of a window looking outside to a very desolate looking telephone pole.
Yep.
Sets a mood. Kind of a grim mood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What to say about this? It is arty
Mm-hmm.
and lazy at the same time.
I don't love it.
I don't either. It makes sense ish.
If we want to look at this as a slight 180 from the Slipknot situation, which is a lot going on. 9 guys in masks,
Yeah, if
animal heads.
Slipknot is maximalist,
Mm-hmm.
this is very minimalist.
Absolutely.
This lets you know pretty clearly, oh, this is different.
This different. This different. We both enjoy, we were talking before we started recording, we both enjoy that the CD itself has an ashtray on it full of
You know why?
cigarette butts.
Because they're working.
That's right.
They're working so hard. They're burning the midnight oil, smoking all them cigarettes.
Absolutely. We do have a picture of the band here. Corey, most prominent up front, wearing a Jack Skellington hat.
Yes,
Classic. And then the rest of the guys behind him on railroad tracks, all wearing black suitably. Surprising, this one guy over here with the doing the shorts with all black shorts, white socks.
It's a look.
It is a look. It is a look. All the lyrics clearly written, but as you'll notice, Matt, some are written in standard, like, capital letter of beginning of the sentence and then lowercase, and then some it suddenly goes all caps.
Yep.
Oh, this is where he yelled. So I thought that was interesting. Then I got to the thank yous, and the thank yous are written in a similar way. So you can imagine, and after we listen to the album, you also hear this, that this is Corey Taylor yelling and then not yelling these liner notes at you. So he's saying, Lou, fuck the doomed Brutus, Aaron and Jane Christensen, Reinhold Bogner, John, Mr. President Adams. And it goes on like this for a while. Lots of nicknames. If you're a nickname person, these liner notes are
Corey
for you.
Taylor's your boy.
He loves a nickname. We got Big Mick Hughes. We have, here you go, John Tooch Frantinuccio. Yeah.
The Tooch.
This one's real good. Saul These Nuts Engelhart. Mike Old Skull Gus. And then, but then also you'll have these lines and then it'll go ... It'll get quiet again. So if you're imagining in your head him yelling these things, but then with little pauses. So at one point he shouts out, Larry, my cock was 35 feet long, Mazer. Mistress Carrie, Danny Harvey, ... all lowercase, for keeping this alive. Todd Hicks at Fox Racing. It's, oh, we're back again. He thanks Chad Gray, thanks Mudvayne, going through. Somebody named Murder Dog is thanked. This one I like. Jen El Staffo Grande Grandstaff. I see what you did there. Well done. And then they thank somebody named Trickas, ... wherever you are. Once again, brings low again. And then at the end of the liner notes, at the end of the thank yous, they thank Ian Robinson and MTV2. And then they say, and to every fucking person who saw us at our lowest, get ready for the highs.
I like that.
I like that a lot. That is good. But once again,
if you liked me as a worm, you'll love me as an eagle.
You know, in my head was like, if you liked me as a worm, you're gonna love me as a bigger worm.
You're gonna love me as a slug. If you love me as a mitochondria, you're gonna love me as an amoeba.
You like me as a puppy, you're gonna love me as a dog.
As a regular dog.
Regular dog.
You just grew up. Yeah.
That's right. You liked me as a little kid, you're gonna love me as a fully grown adult.
Adult. Should we listen to a song?
We should listen to the album, Matt. The first song on this album is called Get Inside.
Well, now it's pretty darn clear why Stone Sour has been requested so much, as that has very Slipknot light tones to it. Not as intense.
Not as intense. No way. No. Listen, there's no barrel. There's no man with a bat.
There's no clang.
There's no clang. It's what if you have some of the elements. I mean, having Jim Root do the squeals, those Slipknot squeals, gives a little bit more, but it is distinctly not as heavy, not as intense. And even with the motherfucker getting side parts, it still is. This guy's not gonna slit my throat and fuck the wound. He's not. That's just not what.
No.
Not what we're doing here. It's not what we're doing here. And so, yeah. And then also, I gotta say, a song called Get Inside, and then having someone yell Get Inside. I don't know why my first thought was just like, that's something that like your dad yells at you. Get inside.
I did feel that.
This
has big yelling dad vibes.
It's gonna rain. Get inside. There is also lyrically in the second verse, it says, Christ, have you seen this guy? Which is just funny to see written out. It's not as funny hearing him sing it, but it was funny to see it written out.
Have you seen this guy?
Have you seen this guy? I thought this was a fairly hot open that runs the gamut of new to butt and back again, but you miss the barrel a little bit. There is a guitar solo at 2:10, and he's ripping. Of course he's ripping.
No, yeah.
We do have some chainsing going on in the pre-chorus there. But overall, honestly,
there's them bones in it.
They're them bones. Of course, they got them bones in. But overall, I was like, this is a not bad open. I am like, okay.
I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you.
Now, Matt, songmeanings.com, as we talked about on the show many times before, a common theme will arise in Song Meanings comments in regards to certain bands and certain things that are going to happen. When it comes to Stone Sour, there is a question of whether or not this is better or worse than Slipknot. And I want you to know that only our finest minds are debating this over the course of 13 songs. And it is both predictable and hysterical and also maddening to see that this is an unending debate. That, if not,
and dare I say, we have entered the fray.
We've entered the fray now by having this thing. So I thought you'd all appreciate this. We'll start off with this comment from Two-Faced Creative. This was posted on December 6, 2007 at 1:09 in the afternoon. I'd say the song is about the angers towards someone who judges people he doesn't even know because of his own insecurities and stuff. You can't judge a book looking at the cover. Would that be? You have to get inside, parentheses, show compassion, to get to know people and be able to judge or criticize. If you don't, just fuck you, leave me alone, and stop your meddling. So okay. Interesting. We're saying get inside. Get inside is get inside another version of walk in my shoes. See what's going on. I like that this person's saying
get inside my head.
Get inside my head. I like this person's get inside the book. Read the book. Don't judge the cover. Read it. I like that he was like pro reading. Thank you, Two-Faced Creative.
Hey, if you want to find out more about this episode, check out your local library.
That's right. Now, The God That Failed commenter, July 2nd, 2002. And I want to say this is like 4:30 in the afternoon, says, typical Corey
Corley.
I'm sorry. Typical Corey Taylor. Glad he still has it. Okay. This comment from 2002 makes it seem as if Corey Taylor has been off into the wilderness for 10 years, not released an album last year.
Touring Iowa.
Yeah, he just finished touring Iowa. Glad he still has it. Glad he hasn't lost it in the last 7 months. Anyway. Evil.
People forget.
They do. Evil Kill a Clown, July 12th, 2002.
Feels like one of
5
ours.
5:32 in the morning. Corey Taylor is hot and the best songwriter ever. I love him. Okay. All right. Matt, 5:32 a.m.
Oh, they've been up.
Okay.
Easy been up.
Easy been up. Now here we have Viper, July 25th, 2002. I believe this is 3:40 in the afternoon. The song is awesome. The first time I heard it, I was like, fucking A. This is my fave song now. I think Corey should sing some more songs like this and spit it out because it does the best speed metal songs ever. So I appreciate this. We have some people, they're like, Corey Taylor is back. Glad he hasn't lost it. And some other people saying this is the best. Corey Taylor's hot. He's some of my favorite songwriters. This is one of my favorite songs ever. I enjoy this. This is great. But it's songmeanings.com. Conflict has to happen. And it starts here with Turd Ferguson. July 26, 2002. 2:16 in the afternoon. Stone Sour is 10 times better than Slipknot.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go. Shots fired.
Shots fired. July 26, 2002.
Here they come.
11:09 in the evening.
Getting ready for a long night.
Same day. What the fuck are you smoking? Stone Sour is not better than Slipknot. Stone Sour is good, but they are not better than the Knot. If you didn't know, the Stone Sour LP has been leaked, so if you haven't heard it, go and download it or buy it. If you compare Stone Sour's LP to Slipknot's self-titled LP, the self-titled blows it away. Stop playing with the turds. It's messing with you. Love it.
Stop playing with the turds.
Because he's Turd Ferguson.
Oh, man.
It's
messing with you.
It's messing with you. All right.
Okay.
So throws it. But also he's telling you, the album leaked. Go listen to it, then listen to self-titled, and you'll agree with me that Slipknot is better. August 13th, 2002, 10:22.
My birthday.
Your birthday, Matt. You know what you were doing in 2002 on your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Turd Ferguson, 10:22 a.m., posted this comment. When I stated that Stone Sour is 10 times better than Slipknot, I was stating my opinion, believe it or not. My opinion is not a fact, and neither is anyone else's. I happen to enjoy Stone Sour more because it shows another side to Corey. It shows he can do more than fucking grunt and growl. It shows that he can't actually sing. Remember this typo, which is not common in metal. Don't get me wrong. I love Slipknot, or at least the old stuff. The new stuff to me is just pure shit, but I'm just stating my opinion. I have all the songs off of Stone Sour, and I like it 10 times better than I do Slipknot. But as much as I enjoy metal, I enjoy singers that can actually sing quite a bit more. So know that I stated that. I'm going to go play with the turds some more. All right. Incredible here. We have this typo there. Also, they're saying the new Slipknot stinks. What they're talking about here is Iowa at this point. That's the only thing. So already Slipknot.
Wild takes.
Right. It's so funny just to see this in 2002. Oh, new Slipknot stinks. I was like, you guys don't even know what's about to happen to your fucking lives. But then 3 days later, August 16th, 2002 at 1:48 in the morning, Turd Ferguson comes back. Fuck me. I hate fucking typos. I didn't mean to write. It shows that he can actually sing. I meant to put can instead of can't. And no should be now. Fuck me. I need to stop drinking.
Okay.
1:48 in the morning. Honestly, this feels like one of the most true comments we've ever encountered in song meetings.
Yeah.
This dude comes back in to look back to see if anyone's responded to his comment, which no one has. And then he sees his typos. He sees what he said. He's, oh my God, what am I doing? He's going through it right there in the comments. Kamikaze Fool, 9:14 in the morning on August 29, 2002 said, this a mad song. Slipknot, Stone Sour, and Murder Dolls rule. These people are legends. Okay.
All right.
Songs for a Burning City, July 15th, 2006 at 1:18 in the afternoon says, does anybody know what the song means? Or are y'all going to bitch about which band is better? Jesus. And then finally, The Otherness, September 18th, 2006, 12:44 a.m. Good Lord. Does anyone on this site even use it for what it's about?
What does this song mean?
I came here trying to find out what this song is about. And instead, I see all this Slipknot sucks. Stone Sour sucks. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Corey Taylor is better, and blah, blah, blah. Seriously, people, get your acts together. This is about song meanings, not
There it is.
bitching and ranting.
Love it.
Now, would anyone care to explain their thoughts about what this song is about? To start, I can detect a lot of serious anger and hostility towards someone in it. The defensive "don't pretend that you understand me, I don't even want you looking at me" sums up a lot. However, I think this song might have a deeper meaning than "fuck you, leave me alone." Thoughts? No response to this. There was no response to this wonderfully even keeled. I thought this website was song meanings. I love that we've been doing this show now for 9 years, and there are still new I thought this was songmeanings.com comments waiting for us to be found. Any song's got somebody who's apparently never used the site before about to lose their GD minds. Matt, there's a music video for Get Inside. I watched it. I will read the wiki description. The music video shows the band performing in front of an audience at a club. It is shown to be in black and white. It has been presumed that the white light highlights the contrast between the darker lyrics of the song. Wikipedia, there's a reason I donate to you, and it's for things like this. I would like to point out that Corey is wearing what looks like a blazer over a t-shirt look, which I know would drive Jenny crazy. At one point, it goes into slow-mo so that we make sure that we can see a guy in the pit wearing a Stone Sour shirt. Okay. Also, I'm finding that Stone Sour is apparently a tongue twister for me.
Stone Sour.
Stone Sour, Stone Shower. Yeah. So there we go. That's the kickoff for the record. Strong start.
I like it.
Next up, we have Orchids.
I go, okay, that's a rock song.
Right.
It's not but.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty
but
new.
But it's close to the butt.
It's close to the butt. Well, it reminds me of a lot of other bands we have done on this show.
I would say heavy Drowning Pool.
Yes, we have Drowning Pool. We have that, but it's this thing of, it has Corey Taylor on it.
Yes.
But you take Corey Taylor off this, you put any other guy on this. It feels like Also Ran. It's you've got Corey on it, but then it's okay. So the thing that's missing from the secret sauce is insane kick, a barrel, like just you got to lay all that thing. But I think on top of everything else is just, especially on those first two Slipknot records, he sounds like a guy who's losing his mind.
Correct.
Honestly, even on Volume 3, he sounds like a guy who's losing his mind in a lot of and there's this is sort of this air of like uncertainty. Like at any moment, somebody's going to come behind me and they're going to like plastic bag my head and then they're going to wrap me up and dump me somewhere. You know what I mean? That's the worry. Well, this is just, honestly, it's like chords. I would like to make a band that doesn't sound like we're going to drop your body in the lake. We're just going to rock. Can I just make a rock band? Which is not a wrong thing to ask for. But he's kind of
the X factor is the mania of Slipknot.
Right.
And he is in a world of X factors. He's found himself in a band of X factors.
Yes, basically, yeah. Yeah, when you think about it, because that's the thing, it's like Corey of the original lineup or the classic lineup. Don't write me. Original lineup, whatever. Classic lineup of Slipknot.
The solidified first album lineup.
Right, exactly.
Slipknot.
We got Joey on drums, Paul on bass. We've got Clown. We've got Corey. You've got Jim Root. You've got all these guys who are all like, bring it back. These guys legends. You know, these guys. We know this. They proved it on there, and they were all in the same band. You know, so it's like you pull them out, yeah, and And honestly, I think the other thing is that because we've done a lot, oh, not a lot, we've done a few Slipknot side projects though. And when you look at stuff like To My Surprise from Clown and other things like that, though, there seems to be enough of a remove that you're just like, this doesn't even remind me a little bit of Slipknot.
Yeah, that's the big thing. It's like Clown's album is darn near a punk album. Like,
Right, exactly.
and this is very much like a softer, at this point,
Mhm.
just a more straight ahead rock rock record,
Mhm.
but it also has one of the most recognizable voices in heavy music.
Exactly. Exactly. But at the same time though, it's one of those things where, I mean, we were just talking about Ozzy recently, obviously,
Mhm.
and it's no one's gonna mistake solo Ozzy for Black Sabbath.
Right.
But none of us really, I mean, maybe this is the passage of time and somebody could tell us you weren't there in 81 when Blizzard came out, but it's, I don't think anyone's expecting it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
No one's necessarily expecting. They're like, okay, Ozzy solo, it's gonna be a different thing, And I guess for me, because I mean, this is obviously not the first time we've dealt with a lead singer going off doing his own thing. How
Of course
close
not.
or not close you want to get to your original band, and it feels a little bit like here is that honestly Stone Sour feels like just a touch too close. You know what I mean?
At this point in the record, yeah.
Yeah. It feels like that. Now obviously this album was a hit, so it was good, but I think for us, I think it's just like a little too close. It's kind of like that same thing of, the David Lee Roth stuff with Steve
Mm.
Vai where it's like close but no cigar. Like I've heard real Van Halen, this ain't
Yeah,
it.
this ain't it, Chief.
This ain't it. Yeah. So, but I mean, he at least has the benefit here of Jim Root. So it's like you get those squeals in there, it kind of throws you off a little bit.
I definitely agree because the song itself is so adjacent, but then there's this other thing that's happening that's so obviously not Slipknot
Right.
that it's okay. Well, that is the thing that is Stone Sour,
Mhm.
and the question is, do I enjoy that? And I'm like, well, it is probably one of the best versions of that I've heard
Mhm.
because he is truly a phenomenal voice.
Right.
And whether or not I consider his voice good or not doesn't matter at all. Like his ability to sing, like that was cracking me up in the last comments. Like he can actually sing. He can actually sing. But there's a lot of metal vocalists that can actually sing. Like
Right. Yeah.
there is not a minority of metal vocalists that are like, we're the ones who can sing. It's no, I think a lot of them can actually
Yeah.
sing.
Yeah. I think yeah, they can all sing. It's just that this guy's been screaming so much and now it's like you have to give him more credit or
Right.
something like that
Yeah. You
or
have to
now
do something you didn't want to do.
yeah, or if anything it's now really if anything this is just showing the people could not hang with those early Slipknot records. That's what you're letting me know. It's letting me know you couldn't hang.
Right.
You couldn't hang with Disaster Piece.
But this is also in a very strange way a big differentiator between like 80s and early 90s metal into this new metal world where it was like every freaking quote unquote metal album, which was more hair metal, had ballads.
Right.
Straight ahead, straight on. Oh, we got Ain't Nothing But a Good Time, but we're backing it up with Every Rose Has a Thorn.
Mm-hmm.
Slipknot is clearly never doing that.
They're not doing it. Even when Slipknot slows it down, it's still no one's. Oh yeah, play Vermilion at my wedding. No, not happening.
Right. And even other new metal acts never really went
right. Mm-hmm. In that
full
mode.
on. Like Deftones, I guess, would be the closest ones to having ballads, but they're not ballads. I would say that they're intense groove fuck songs.
There we go. That's it. I think you're right. Now, I think you'll appreciate this. Before I even get to the content of this comment, Matt, this is from Hope's Fall fan.
Okay.
They posted this on September 11th, 2002
Holy.
at
Oh boy.
3:40 in the morning.
Yep. Tracks.
Nice work, Corey Taylor. I love Slipknot, and this really shows a lot more about Corey. One of the most well rounded singers out there. It's usually you can sing, not scream, or scream and not sing. But this motherfucker has proved everyone wrong. He's great at both. A great comment to leave on September 11th at 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's what I think.
Yep. As it began, posted this on June 22nd, 2005 at 2:20 in the afternoon. I think I'm going through exactly what this song is trying to say. Orchids are philosophically, if I'm saying this right, phallic symbols. They represent sex, and the seeds can be ground into a highly intoxicating drug. I think the meaning is that Corey slash the object of the song is addicted to someone, maybe for sexual gratification or just to feel wanted. Yet he knows no good will come of it, and he can't help it. I like that this person is basically saying, I think the song is about someone who's addicted to girls.
Oh, can you imagine
Can
being
you
so
imagine?
addicted to girls?
Don't get addicted to girls. Stoned Dez, September 1st, 2002, 5:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, man, Orchids is like my favorite Stone Sour song, man. I really dig it. When I first heard Core was doing this side project, I was pissed, but shit, man, when I heard the Stone Sour demo and saw the Getting Set video, wasn't let down, but picked back up. This is no punctuation, one long run-on sentence by, honestly, a true fucking fan. I believe this person is a fan then, and they're a fan today, if they're not dead. Great stuff. Stone Dez, for real. I believe they were. All right, Matt.
All right, buddy.
It's cold read.
All right.
Matt, what do we make about that hip swinging verse?
Kind of washed over me. I didn't mind it. I don't know. I'm running out of interesting things to say. It is straight ahead rock to me.
Mm-hmm.
Almost kind of, it's not stoner rock, but it's not like, oh, I don't know. What am I trying to say?
Matt, I think what it is that you are so used to hearing Slipknot make songs about how you're going to go in the pit and everyone's arms and legs and head are going to get
Right.
ripped
I'm going to
off.
get eviscerated.
You're going to get eviscerated. And so we have a song in which he's yelling, I can't anymore. One more time and I think I'll fucking die. Why do I always have to suffer the consequences? Yeah. But with this swinging hips verse and this sort of head nodder chorus that feels harder than it actually is, it's like he was like, can I make a song for the person who's, yeah, I'm at the bar, I'll take a couple. Can I just make it for a crowd that isn't looking to get crowd killed? Can I not crowd kill? And it really feels to me as, and this is the thing, and I think this is why people wanted us to do this, is that we are watching a guy who basically runs as a bazooka. And he's, can I just be a little pistol? Can I just be a little pistol? And it's, I don't know, man, because it feels like somebody who's just like pulling back on the reins of what they really can do. We know this dude can go insane. We know when he's in front of Slipknot that everybody's going, it's a freight train. It can't be stopped. And so hearing him here, I'm just like, why do I want to have speed? Why do I want the freight train at 35 miles an hour? No, 70, baby. We're never going to get there. That's how it feels. And that's kind of how I felt through the whole record is I was like, this guy's like pulling back. He's pulling back because and I think we're looking at a little bit of a broadening the audience situation. It's a little bit of
For
a
sure.
feeling. Yeah. But at the same time, though, he's still, I would say that I almost feel like, I don't know if I'd like the record more, but I feel like it would make more sense if it was all slower ballads. If he made an Avalon, I would be like, okay, here
This
we
makes
go.
sense.
This makes sense. But here it's okay, you're rocking, you're dropping.
This is you are making the point that I haven't been able to illustrate. It's like, to what? Why? You do a better version of this.
Right. You do, your day job is this.
Better than this.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, during the day, I work at an oil refinery, and we take the crude oil, all right, and we refine it. I work with scientists in the lab. I got beakers. I got a whole thing behind me. All right. We're taking this crude oil and we're making it so it runs your vehicles. We're making it so you can use it in your plastics. I've designed it all. I know the chemical formulas. I am a genius of science. What do you do in the evenings? I work at the Circle K.
Yeah,
and
I work at a gas station.
I work at the gas station, and I pump the gas. And it's wait, what? Why? You're a genius. You've got all this stuff. What are you doing in this other job? You make the oil. You don't need to pump it. You do the other thing.
Right.
So yeah, so that is kind of because it's honestly, I mean, I went into this thing a little Knives Out, and I put them away because I was like, it's not terrible. I honestly think that we were kind of primed to not like it as much because we had to deal with the pork pie hat situation, man.
True.
That really kind of set us up in a different kind of way. Now, I will say I have heard some songs from later Stone Sour records that were sent to us for consideration in the upcoming The Crack, the Butt Rock bracket. And I want to let everybody know that the one song that we received was really bad, and I'm not even going to put it in the bracket, but it was also worse than... Honestly, when I heard that song, I was like, is this whole fucking first Stone Sour record going to sound like this? Thankfully, it does not. This record does not sound as bad as that song, but that song was real bad. Real bad. Real bad. Of course, you know, there is going to be some fights.
Always. Somebody's going to say something about Slipknot. You know it.
Oh, Matt. Alan Miller 247, August 5th, 2002, 11:13 in the evening. I really like this song too. It's really close to something I felt. Being on the edge, just giving in, not fighting back again because you know you can't take it. I love this song. It's helped me through a lot of rough times. Matt, I read this comment. Okay. Sounds good to me. I have no problems with this. Slip 666 not.
Gosh, that's pretty good.
August 19th, 2002, 1:21 in the morning. Not to sound like an ass or anything, but how has this song helped you through a lot of rough times, Alan Miller 247? This song just came out. Unless you're a person that says they have a hard time like every day or something, I don't understand it.
I mean,
it's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Hey, you called me out. Guilty.
Well, here we go. April 29th, 2003 at 3:30 in the afternoon. Some people go through a lot of shit on a regular day, stuff that none of us would ever know about. So Slip, you should shut up. This song is really good. This person is using them, but they don't know how to get rid of it, and they're having conflicts about it. I think the person using, though, doesn't know it either. I could only hurt your case. It's written on your face. You always come to me. Now, this is actually a really good comment, despite all the misspellings, because it's both an attack and a song meaning at the same time. These Wasted Tears. June 27th, 2003, 5:42 in the morning. Man,
been up.
People just don't understand how some other people have rough times. Some people have fucked up lives, and music is a big inspiration for some. I know it has helped me a lot through a lot of shit with my family, friends, etc., etc. This is definitely a kick-ass song, just like all the rest of Corey's lyrics. Oh, another thing. Slip, because you have a good life doesn't mean you need to rub it into others' faces. Great comment. I think we should talk about how you're going through a lot of shit with family, friends, etc., etc. Two etceteras?
Wow.
what's going on? Clearly, this is person's. I think slip 666 not crack something open, which is that yes, people are going through terrible shit every day, and they
Every
need to listen to
day.
this song every day to get through it.
Hoping
Listen,
for the best.
you know what they say? You don't know. You don't know what someone's going through until you walk a mile in their shoes.
True.
Imagine walking through a mile in their shoes and listening to Cold Reader by Stone Sour. Then you really know
Yeah.
what somebody's going through. You
Because
really
you're kind of putting me through it.
know. All right, man. Strap on my shoes. It's time for Blotter.
Well, it is good to know that if Corey Taylor wants to straight up crib bleach, he can do it.
He can do it, Matt. This is one where I was like, this felt like a real bait and switch for me. He does the let's go up top, and I was like, okay, all right. And then where he's yelling, screaming this opening part of the verse. And I'm like, are we about to get it? Doesn't matter if I scare you. I only want it, only it's on in someone else's skin. And I was like, oh shit. To feel you, touch my face, keep me whole, help me see my life. I'm like, oh shit. He's actually, I know it sounds like, you know, I want to rip you to shreds, but really, I just want a little kiss. Can I just get a kiss and a
Just
hug?
tiny little
Just a little
kisseroo.
kiss, a hug, kiss and a
Also, I'm a negative creep and I'm stoned.
hug. Right. Listen, steal from the best.
Steal from the best.
Steal from the best. But it was, yeah, basically here it is. He's, listen, guys, I know I'm singing about carcasses a lot. I know that it feels like my house smells like rotting flesh, but it's not true. I love a little kiss. I love a little hug. Can I get one? If anything, this is maybe that was the thing. Maybe he was running into people and they were like, oh, you're that psycho in a mask. You probably want to skin me and make my body into a lampshade. And he's like, no, I don't. I'm multifaceted. I love a kiss and a hug. Because it's true. You can't really do a kiss and a hug song on a Slipknot record. You know?
True.
Unless, the kiss is to kiss your cold dead body. That you can kiss. But otherwise, no. You're not allowed. Not allowed. A lot of people in the comments think this song is about doing acid, doing drugs. Some people talk about what it is to do acid. This comment here from Tempesta, June 13th, 2005, 2:33 in the afternoon, says they were responding to someone who was talking about how acid, a blotter of acid, is incredible and chemical. They said, it does make sense, sort of. Acid makes you want to touch and get touched and feel and explore both physically and mentally. There's an eerie similarity in what you want to do on acid, but can't, because making love while you're tripping is nearly impossible, and what you want to do with your love, but won't because of your inhibitions. And I like how that person did not bring that up at all. And this person was like, you can't fuck on acid. And it was like, no one asked you, sir. No one asked if that was a thing. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You want to know if you can fuck on acid? You want to know? Ask me if you can fuck on acid. Come on, ask me. Ask me.
Can you fuck on
You
acid?
fucking can't. I've tried. You can't do it. Your body.
Rejects.
It rejects. It's because you're transcending reality.
Astral planes.
The astral plane dick don't work in the astral plane. It's just flopping around.
I've never seen a single dong work in the astral
Listen,
plane.
I tell you, man, you can jerk it as much you want in the astral plane. Doesn't matter. Because what happens is your hand goes right through your dick because you're not.
It's like a.
Yeah, you're not. You're like a Ghostbuster ghost. You ever seen Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's across the Ghostbuster with a wormhole.
Okay, you can't fucking a wormhole either. All right, no fucking.
Everybody
wormhole.
knows that.
Everybody.
That's Geordie LaForge.
Ask him. Jordy fucking knows. He knows. All right, and he was
tried.
blind. And he tried. Alan Miller 247 was back. They said, God, I love this song. It's pretty deep. It's also one of my favorite songs of all time. Listening to Stone Sour isn't listening to other bands. It's somehow different. These lyrics are amazing. Then Alan Miller can't catch a break. All right. Because Ryo Zakaya rolled in October 6, 2002. at 9:03 in the evening. It says, first off, for all the idiots, including that Alan Miller 247, it's
Kind of
I
strange.
know, right? It's Corey Taylor. So when Alan Miller said that listening to Stone Sour isn't listening to other bands, that was the most stupidest comment ever. Because if you ever listen to Slipknot, then it sounds the same. The only thing is that Stone Sour only has one drummer and no damn sampler or DJ. In my opinion, Stone Sour and Slipknot both suck nuts. Incredible twist at the end.
Wow.
Incredible twist at the end. I can't believe you think this doesn't sound like other bands who both suck.
Both suck nuts.
Both suck nuts. I like to think that Ryo, after they did that, they did the DX suck it move. 2002? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Just pow. Just doing it. All right, Matt. Up next. It's Choose.
Whoa, the phasing in my headphones.
Remember all the times you bent our truth and crossed our lines. All things considered, it was just our normal way of life. But somewhere in the middle, we got caught and dragged away. So much appeal brings us here, so what's all? You got to break us all. I have to do is stop your fucking nonsense myself.
At 2, Corey Taylor. At 2 with the fucking chainsing. How dare you? Dare you, chains?
Matt, the chainsing on this album, consistent, unrelenting. I also got a little bit of a Stone Temple Pilots vibe from this one, or at least it's got Weiland thing a little bit here. I thought the panty between speakers was funny, but you can't really stop comparing this to Slipknot since it just keeps sounding like a defanged version. When I listened to this song all 3 times, I just remember thinking, there's this thud, da-dum sound, but it's not a barrel. And if it was a barrel, it would just be immediately better. You know? I'd be like, okay, yeah, throw this on. But you don't have the barrel. And so I don't know what it is. It's just I miss the menace. I'm not worried about myself listening to this album. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not worried. And it's a funny thing to say. I want more menace, you know? And I said this should rule, and instead it's just okay.
It's fine.
It's just okay. Commenter Choose. They love this song so much they named their username after it. They posted this on January 1st, 2005 at 1:35 in the afternoon. So New Year's Day. This is my favorite Stone Sour song. As soon as I got this album, this song just seemed to throw itself at me. I can't betray myself. To me, it seems that there is something he did, do this thing. He would be better. He wants to do. Okay. Or there is something he really believes in.
What?
Matt, I'm just reading. Okay. I'm just reading as it was written.
Oh, okay. You're
And
not drunk?
I'm not drunk.
Am I drunk?
You know, I'm just saying that's what he said.
Okay.
I'm also skipping over many of the typos. Or there is something he really believes in and won't let anything stand on the way of that. If he did, he would be betraying himself and what he believes in. I stand before you as a victim. As the system rots, I couldn't focus, so I staggered when I heard the shots. Maybe he feels weak, as he is a victim. I think that the song is basically about him having to choose between betraying himself and giving in, or standing up for himself. I think they pulled it together ultimately at the end about their favorite song. I don't know why they fell on their keyboard and just kept hitting letters in the middle part of that comment, though.
Clunking away.
Clunking away. But they love this song so much that they made it their username. So there you go. All right, Matt. Is this song named after 2001: A Space Odyssey? It's Monolith.
So fast that I can hate.
Now, this song does have a big rocking finale. This is the closest we get to a sort of creepy intro, but it's not really that creepy. It doesn't last long enough to really be that creepy. And I mean, the guitars are fine, but they're not as intense or not as raw sounding as the early Slipknot. And I wrote in my notes that this album just feels like a reaction to how intense Slipknot was in this moment. They're just like, I need to be something. I want to rock, but I don't need to rock. I don't need to rock that hard. Matt, how do you feel?
You know, I listened to it and I thought to myself, if this is isolated.
Mm-hmm.
Good rock record. I feel like this is probably one of the stronger tracks I've heard on the album so far. Really dig the chorus, kind of into the chug. What's going on here? When you connect it to Slipknot, I think you kind of do yourself a disservice. I think this is a good example of just let this be what this is, and there's a lot here to enjoy. I like this song especially. If I start thinking about it in the Slipknot, with Slipknot on the brain, I start going like, why would you make this song?
Right.
And I think I feel like I've been fighting that instinct the whole record so far. But this one definitely I felt like I liked it a lot. I thought there was a good groove. I was into it. I felt like Corey's singing served the song tremendously well.
Right.
Didn't feel like it didn't necessarily he was trying to show me he had another gear. It just felt, yeah, this is a good song. I don't know how else to say it.
Right. I think you're right, man. It's a solid song. Big rockin'. Everybody's doing their job. Nobody's doing a bad job.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah. It's almost, like, what's the alternate reality where you just have Stone Sour and they're just like a solid rock band playing around the country at a venue near you in pork pie hats. I will say he's not, besides the hat, the Jack Skellington hat, that's the only hat that I see him wearing through most of this promotional period and in the videos. He does have very thick, long, luxurious locks in this period, though, let me tell you. Now, songmeanings.com. A lot of interesting comments here. Raymond Deuce on May 8th, 2006, 5:31 in the afternoon, writes a very long comment that starts with, "This song reminds me of how it is when I get extremely violent drunk. I'm doing these really messed up things to people and I can see myself doing them, but the me who is me normally can only watch and say, why are you doing this? The next morning I wake up and think, did that really happen? Or was it a dream? Oh, it wasn't a dream." They go on, talk about this, and then at the end of it, he says, "Very loose, I know, but this song reminds me of having a drinking problem, knowing you do and not being able to stop." And I was like, your drinking problem? The one you started talking about at the top of the comment? Or just a drinking problem that one, perhaps me, perhaps someone else may have? I think the
I'm
one
just here to talk about my vague drinking problem.
That also I'm very specific about.
Correct.
Yeah. But you know what? Listen, we've got to have a little bit of a fight. So Frito Bandito on September 23rd, 2002, 9:15 in the evening. Actually, monolith means monolith one, a single great stone, often in the form of an obelisk or column. 2, a massive structure. 3, an organized whole that acts as a single unified, powerful, or influential force. So he's suggesting that maybe
an organized whole.
Suggesting that maybe something big is going on inside of him. Possibly, it sounds like when people fight and get into an adrenaline rush, you never know what they will do. I think he is saying that he has just done something and he didn't really think that he could or would do something like it. Now, demented method, every other letter capitalized, on
I hope so.
September 28th, 2002 at 9:22 in the evening said, "Frito, that's a great dictionary definition, but the true definition of monolith for this song is a large, burdensome stone that cannot be moved." So what he is implying is the fact that he has done things that cannot be removed from his life. Also, you guys are right. He is singing about what he has done subconsciously. And when he knocks back into reality, he thinks that this is horrible. He would never do such a thing. At least that's what I think.
Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
Well said, Matt. Finally,
Thank you.
Devil Ant 69. Great name. June 24th, 2004. 1:29 in the afternoon. Has anyone read Macbeth from Shakespeare? I was forced to read it in class. Sounds similar. Macbeth's wife keeps dreaming of her hands bloody. Macbeth was a good guy, but on the inside of him, the inside of inside, he was ambitious and killed a man to become king. So the whole bloody hands thing and thing inside of the person reminds me of Macbeth. Although, is doubt the connection? The song probably means what everyone thought it was. He wants to shed his skin and reveal the true person inside of him. The burdensome stone might be more. Ever have a guilty feeling in your chest and it eats away at you? Well, I think it's that. The thing inside of him is an obstacle or a problem to him, making him feel crazy. It seems you need to get really specific for it to make sense, but it's along those lines, I believe. Incredible book report on Macbeth. I can tell you that if you are a teacher and you ask someone to give a presentation on Macbeth, and they at one point say, Macbeth was a good guy, except for the murder. Macbeth was.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Doing the best I can.
Macbeth, solid guy, except for the murder. Otherwise, are we just going to count that against him? Sometimes people got to get got. That was the message this person got from Macbeth.
Oh, some people gotta get got.
He's reading Macbeth because he's been forced to, and he's sometimes you got to get got. That's one way to read it. Devil Ant 69. All right, Matt. Up next, it's Inhale. Matt, this song firmly in the butt.
Yeah, I thought for a moment we might go to Tooltown because it kind of has that talky
Maynard thing going on.
Yeah. We end up in the sweet crack.
We end up in the crack. It's not the worst crack I've ever been in, though.
Not by a long shot.
Because Corey Taylor's got a beautiful singing voice.
Top of them cheeks.
Yeah, right up. Yeah, right. It's peaking. It's the plumber's shown up, and you're getting a little bit of crack. Just a whisper of it. Now, you might be saying, Lauren, is this song about drugs? Is this song about being a homeless man? Is the homeless man Corey Taylor? I want to tell you there are so many comments going back and forth. Some people saying this is about a hypothetical homeless man. Other people saying this is about a real homeless man. Other people saying, yes, the homeless man is real. It was Corey. At one time, he was homeless. A lot of back and forth about that. I think this is well worth your time to definitely dive into all these comments. I would, however, like to talk about this comment from...
Okay.
I'm sorry. This comment. I'm laughing thinking about this comment. It's from Insane Psycho 420.
Oh, there it is.
And every other letter is capitalized. This comment was posted on September 24th, 2002 at 12:42 in the morning. I want you to imagine this song, this being said to you at a party, Matt. All right.
Okay.
I think this song is about cocaine or any drugs you inhale, because the person did drugs so much that they kind of got loopy. And when you're on cocaine, you always feel dirty and shake a lot. But this could have a million of meanings. I love this song, though. I love how this could be about cocaine. And when you do a lot of cocaine, you get a little shaky, a little crazy.
I'm going to give you 100% accurate details of my personal cocaine experience.
But also, I don't want to lose focus here.
But it could be about dogs.
Could be about dogs and cats getting along. Doesn't make sense. Are you carrying? Not that I'm interested. Just asking.
Yeah, are you holding?
There's also a comment from Rod Attack, May 4th, 2004, 8:44 in the evening. I can relate to the meth possibilities. Incredible start.
Wow.
But I know in his bio, it said he was homeless, addicted to coke, and woke up in a dumpster one day. Not a dumpster, a dumpster. Crack and cocaine smoked in rock form, and he might not want to admit blatantly about his addiction with crack. The inhale that makes the exhale so much better. One thing for sure, this man's got street credit, can never sell out because of what he went through to make it. I'm proud as hell for him. I think the why in the chorus is really powerful. Makes my soul tingle. This is a perfect comment for somebody who starts with can def relate to the meth possibilities. Can def relate to the meth possibilities. This is a person with stories. This person has stories. I want to tell you that some of the most incredible misspellings here. Also, this man's got street credit. Not street cred, street credit. No need to abbreviate. There's a music video for this song.
Oh, okay.
From the wiki. The music video for Inhale was shot in Los Angeles, as seen on the street sign 1 minute into the duration. This was directed by Gregory Dark. It shows the band members as homeless people in their daily activities. Corey pushes a trolley containing clothes. Jim plays the guitar on the street for money. Joel collects donations. Josh rummages in trash cans for food. And Sean eats food given to him by roadside vendors. Towards the second chorus, the band is seen in white tuxedos performing in front of an audience. Sean is seen playing a double bass instead of a normal bass guitar. At the start of the chorus, the band changes to their shaggy, unkempt look, and their suits are frayed and torn. As Corey starts the chorus, the people in the audience start disappearing one by one. After the final chorus, the band is seen back at their area around a fire. It is revealed that the performance is just an imagination. The video ends with the band going off to sleep, with Corey looking one last time at the fire. Now, what this description fails to point out is that the audience they're performing for is not just an audience, it is an audience of 1920s flappers. All right? Which is an interesting choice. But the thing that I took from this music video is that when Jim Root stands next to Corey Taylor, Jim Root appears to be 8.5 feet tall. He is huge. He is so tall. He looks so tall, and Corey looks so short in this music video. Like when they shouldn't stand next to each other, because it just makes Jim Root. I look at Jim Root and I'm just like, he's got to be Duncan. Like he's got to have ups.
Got to be Duncan.
Yeah. And then Corey Taylor looks like he's 4 feet tall. It's crazy. Yeah. I don't really know why they were playing for flappers. Interesting choice. But then the flappers start vanishing one at a time slowly. It's not like they suddenly go away and you realize it's fantasy. It's one at a time the flappers go away.
Okay.
Who knows why? Drag it out. It's weird. It's weird. All right, Matt. It's time. It's the big ballad. It's the song that introduced us to Stone Sour. It's Bother.
To which I don't need to be shy.
All right.
Matt, everybody's got to have their Let Me See Them Later song. And I wonder if I had just heard this song in the middle of this album, I would be like, okay, sure. But because this song was played so much on the radio,
Oh, yeah.
and every time it came out, I was like, not this again.
Correct.
I have a pretty open disdain for this song.
Me too.
I did learn from the Wikipedia that this was initially sold as Corey Taylor's solo and was then repositioned as a Stone Sour song, but originally was just credited to purely Corey Taylor and no one else. People love this song. A lot of comments and song meanings that they love it. Matt, it sounds to me like you and I are locked in and aligned that we didn't care for this song in 2002.
Yeah, this song sucks.
And we don't like it now.
Nope.
I will say that it appears to be about Corey's experience of moving back to Iowa after trying to live in Denver. That seems to be, he wrote it on the trip back. That seems to be how it came together. I thought this comment from Hans Dude 84 from June 12, 2002 at 2:20 a.m. said, many people I know who are fans of Slipknot hate this song. Why? Because they don't appreciate good music. And this song isn't acoustic. It's done by a semi-acoustic. Sounds very bluesy to me. I don't know what a semi-acoustic is. I don't know if this person thinks that guitars are like guns and you have an automatic and a semi-automatic. This ain't acoustic, it's semi-acoustic.
Oh,
partial acoustic. Is this
Dare
a full?
you put pickups on that? You son of a bitch!
How dare you? I thought this was full acoustic, not semi-acoustic. There's a music video. I had not seen it in a long time. I'll let the wiki describe it. It shows Corey Taylor standing face to face with an exact copy of himself in a large room. As the two sing, Taylor's copy begins to rapidly age and eventually dies and turns to dust as the other band members surround the two Taylors. All that is left is a copy of his Spider-Man ring, which the other Corey Taylor puts on his own finger, encompassing his own Spider-Man ring. This is true. Now, this song feels 100 years long whenever you watch it, and then you watch this music video as Corey Taylor 2 slowly ages with the finest old age makeup that 2002 can provide.
Real Benjamin Button.
Yeah, real Benjamin Button, a real melted candle look. Because as we all know, as you get older, you start to resemble a Cro-Magnon. You start to get Jack Kirby brows. And that's what happens. And then eventually he turns into dust, and Corey Taylor reaches into the dust and is, oh, I have a Spider-Man ring. Let me merge it into my current Spider-Man ring. Perfect. Done.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, Matt. It's Blue Study.
Hey, does anybody like pussy?
Oh!
Somewhere between being
Did you say somewhere between my tongue and cheek?
Yes.
Oh boy.
the hands on. I don't
Okay. Okay.
Matt, you know,
I just feel like we're just getting through this one. I don't know. Like, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
You know, it's been an interesting experience with this record because I went in, like I said, I went in Knives Out. I was like, Stone Sour? You want to make me listen to Stone Sour? I will listen to Stone Sour. And instead it was like, I mean, there's parts where I was like, I kind of wish it was worse. I kind of wish it was a little bit more interesting. And instead it's...
I'm at that part. I wish it were more interesting. There is not too much to say about a straight ahead rock song that's not incredibly good or bad. It's just fine.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I remember, you know, when we got that first taste of the CMFT record,
and that's kind of like goofy. That's like,
it was playing like a hair metal thing, a little broader in that aspect. And I remember you and Jenny were like, I mean, especially Jenny was like, oh my god, like what is this record going to be? But then I remember listening to it and I was like, oh, this is just like a fun rock record, which I remember listening to that at the time and having no problem with necessarily because it seemed like it was just like up in a way. And Stone Sour is like not up. It's still down in a slight rocking Slipknot thing, but it's not maniacal. It's not crazy. We're not, you know, the if anything, we're dealing with pretty generic subject matter too, or pretty standard, I should say.
Very standard,
It's very standard subject matter. So it's it's nothing, you know. And I mean, it's more vulnerable than Slipknot. I wrote that in my note.
Definitely.
Because we got the lyrics safe. I just want to be safe. That's certainly not anything that would be said on a Slipknot record. But it's also just not, you know. Now, I will say that the song meanings comments, first, we have to mention this comment from Down the Sun 836, who on July 29, 2002 at 9:58 in the morning said, this is a great song from the up-and-coming Stone Sour CD, which is a must-have CD. That is a plant. Get some water for the street teamer right there. They need to be fed and watered.
They gotta be fed.
They gotta be. Now, Silent Anima, who we've definitely dealt with before in this show, on July 29th, 2002, at 5:16 in the evening, said, it's good to see people utilize their talent instead of constantly screaming, fuck you, I hate you all, fucking die, you bastard, fuck, shit, fuck. Okay. Punk O Drummer, July 31st, 2002, 4:55 a.m. They've been up.
Bit up.
I don't know what that silent person said either, but I think I agree with him. This is a good song, and Stone Sour kicks ass. Okay, not what I was expecting there. I don't know what you're saying to
Hey,
me,
man.
but I agree. Didn't see that coming that way, did you? 36_Glassjaw, September 5th, 2002, 4:08 in the afternoon. Silent is saying that it is good to see a person writing lyrics that go beyond showing anger without resorting to swearing.
Wow, I didn't know that we had a bunch of goody two shoes.
Bunch of goody two shoes over here. Now, Dragon Knight 411, October 12th, 2002, 6:33 a.m. That's a pretty extreme bent up, Matt. 6:33 a.m. I mean, you're getting ready for work at this point. Like,
Yeah, have to be.
that's a very hard bent up. Yeah, it's great to hear something like this. Stone Sour is awesome. I'm still going to have to say that so far Bother is my favorite. I hope in future albums, Corey, I cannot remember his last name, and I'm not even sure this is his first name even, will make quiet music like Bother, because he has an awesome voice and he just knows how to sing and yell while singing. I love that this person is like, Corey? Is it? Maybe not. They're unsure. They love Bother, but they are not sure if this person's name even is Corey. It's all over these comment sections. The name Corey is everywhere. And this person's, I'm not 100% sold this person's name is Corey. Not sure. Not sure. Waiting to hear back. Alone I Break, April 1st, 2003. April Fool's Day. 8:21 in the morning. I wish people would write their opinion on the meaning, but I agree it's a good song. Very good. Corey Taylor has an amazing voice. I think the meaning of this song is about being brought into this world and how it was never his decision. I think the first verse you can utilize that his mother's holding him in her arms and just staring at him, and the part, and you left me and I left you, is saying they have grown apart and are blaming each other for it. That's my thoughts. It's probably wrong. Your opinion? I thought this was a very crazy way to look at this. To look at this as a, I didn't choose to be born. Interesting angle to take.
Always.
Interesting angle to take on a rock song. But somebody else said that they thought this song was about a bad relationship.
Always.
Aren't they all?
Always about a bad relationship.
Aren't they all? All right, Matt. It's time for Take a Number.
Damn it. All right, sorry. Here we go.
What you meant to convey until you didn't have a thing to say. No one questions you, even someone said, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Matt, do you think there were too many O's up top? Do you think they could have cut one of them?
Yeah, you could probably cut a couple of those. No problem.
I like how many there are of it. Every time I listen to it,
It's
I
a
was like,
lot of.
I was like, they did it once and they were like, do it again,
Do
Tatman.
it again.
Tatman, give me a loop. Give me a loop, Tatman. Gotta loop those O's.
Strange to listen to this one and be like, not my favorite. Not my favorite. I don't know. It's just, it's like, I'm still trying to see what the angle is with this band.
So on this song, when I was doing notes, it came into my head that maybe he viewed Stone Sour as being the down to Slipknot's Pantera. Let me take this other angle. But the thing about it is that down is a true, like, I have heard people say that they listened to Down and they did not know it was the same guy as as Pantera. They did not.
I can see that.
That it was Phil. And the thing about it, though, is that when you listen to it, he's taking a completely different angle. It's completely different. There's really no, I don't feel like you can get it confused at all. There's no similarities here. And I think there's just too many similarities to Slipknot that make it that you can't help but do that comparison. It's not far enough removed, which I think we're kind of just repeating ourselves at this point. But I thought this comment from As It Began, which was posted on my birthday, January 21st, 2006, at 12:56 a.m. They said the first time, okay, Matt, I know you're sitting down, but also I need you to sit down. So if you can sit down twice.
Okay.
Okay. The first time I've ever heard a successful fusion of blues and metal.
Oh, boy.
This is the first time.
First time.
Maybe.
Hey, Led Zeppelin, get the fuck out.
This is the first time that they've, but it gets better. maybe successful is too weak a word. It's absolutely amazing, actually. Great sense of isolation and cold in the verses. Then in the bridge and choruses, you just want to get up and dance like a freak. Amazing. Only Corey Taylor. Great comment. Wonderful comment. And Matt, you've been wondering, any of our people showing up here in these comments?
I feel like they're there.
Chicken X, March 27th, 2024 at 4:43 a.m.
Total been up.
wrote audio interpretation of a pork pie hat.
Amen.
Amen. You did it. You did it. Or as Corey Taylor would say, oh. Yeah. All right, Matt. We got a couple songs left. We got a few songs left. Did you have any questions?
How respectful of our time is this record?
Matt, this album clocks in at 50 minutes and 57 seconds.
I might be feeling it more than normal. That's pretty respectful, but like I definitely am feeling it.
So here's what I can tell you is that honestly, this album trucks along. There aren't really any songs that are too long that felt too long. Got in, got out. I could say that I did like a dinner listen, I did a folding laundry listen, and it was moving along. But then you feel the last track, and we'll get there. When we get there, you'll be like, oh, okay. And the people who've heard this album before are already nodding their heads. Yes, Lauren. Mm-hmm. They're doing the Jack Nicholson meme. Yes, the last song. We're almost there.
The last song.
Don't worry. Before we get to that last song, though, we have to listen to Idle Hands.
Isn't that enough?
Okay.
So we're doing this mumble singing thing that just made me think that this song could have been subtitled Wait and Bleed?
Agreed.
Yeah. Once again, I don't know. The moment I heard it, I was like, who wants half-speed Slipknot? Who? Who? We're a bunch of owls over here going, who? I don't know.
I mean, they're going to make the end of this episode pretty easy for me to say, but
for sure. Yeah, Quiff Porn rolled in on Song Meanings, April 15, 2003, 11:23 in the evening. It said, I think he is talking about how he is an emotional fuck up and has put himself at the mercy of other people who in turn have fucked him around. That meant that we got plenty of comments saying, I agree with Quiff. I agree with Quiff Porn. I believe you're right. Maggot number 8, August 25th, 2006, 5 a.m. I'd agree with Quiff Porn. Sounds like this guy's just fucked up and tortured, and who better to convey that than Corey? I love the part when he screams, why won't you stop staring? That's got to be the sickest scream on that album. Not many screams on it.
Sickest scream.
The sickest scream. Oh, we got a competition going on. Hookah's got the sickest scream.
The sickest scream.
Hey, buddy, you got a sick scream? Come on in. We're doing a contest for sickest scream. You want to come in? Oh yeah, you sounds like you got a good cough. You probably got a sick scream. Just come on in. Covers $5. Come on in. Ooh, yeah. Save it for the stage, maniac. Just give me that 5.
Just slide that 5 over.
Slide that 5 over. I'll let you go in. You take part in the contest. That's right. I have turned into one of those guys just trying to get you in the club. It's the hottest club in town.
Flapping papers outside the club.
Where are you going? You got to come in here. This is where it's happening.
Do you like heat?
Mm-hmm. Do you like it? You know what? There's tons of girls in there. You should come on in. Come on in. That's why I'm out here. We got all these girls, no guys in there. It's crazy. $5 cover.
The problem that no club has.
You know that classic club problem. So many girls, no guys.
0 guys.
No guys showed up. Just girls showed up. This is awkward.
Hot babes in there.
We got so many hot babes. Hey, Bill,
Definitely.
go outside. Get some guys in here.
Yeah. What every club is just clamoring for more of.
Oh.
Just give me some guys who like to just talk to beautiful women.
Oh man, I opened this club up, Matt, but it's not going well. It's just nothing but
What's
chicks
wrong?
every night. No
Beautiful
dudes.
hotties.
Beautiful hotties, wall to wall, but no dudes. No dudes. Not a single dude.
Unbelievable.
I'm getting texts from other places, and they're like, it's a sausage fest. I was like, I wish.
I wish.
I wish.
Could use some dongs around
Could
here.
use a couple of dongs.
You tell that it's almost 1 a.m.
You can tell.
Been
All
up.
right, Matt, we've been up. We've been up. Matt, we got a couple left. This next one's called Tumult.
God damn it!
KMFDM. Doing it again.
Haven't let you in 'cause it must have been a pain.
Okay. All right.
It's
that's enough.
improbable, Matt. It's improbable. That lyric there just let me know, okay, we're getting near the end of the record here when we're talking about the chorus is, it's improbable. Is this math? Is this trig? Algebra 2? Sorry, Mr. Kozlowski. That's an improbable
That's
answer.
improbable.
It's improbable. Whoa, shit, improbable. Am I in math or am I listening to Stone Sour? I like the goddamn you part. It's sort of heavy, but just sort of. Different people have different feelings about the weird voices. Some think that they're babies in the background. One person wrote a very angry thing, how this reminded them of their ex-girlfriend, and they said some very mean things about their ex-girlfriend, which I will not repeat. But that post was done at 9/11 at 3:50 in the morning.
Could be.
Yeah, so there you go. Now, I did think that this was a pretty good comment from Hail to Kid Amnesiac, which I believe means this person is a Radiohead fan, if that's their handle. They posted this on October 27th, 2004 at 10:46 in the evening and said, this song would be really cool live, even if Tom Jones did it.
Hey, man. Don't disrespect Tom Jones.
Don't disrespect Tom Jones. Absolutely not. And then this comment from As It Began, which was once again posted on my birthday, 2006, 12:52 in the morning. This song is 100% fucking raw metal, and it's fucking amazing. I believe it's about finally getting the courage to turn around and say a big fuck you to those who hurt you, but keep you coming back for more. Good advice. What was going on my birthday in 2006?
Dude,
this person was out of their GD
madness.
Truly. We're, speaking of madness, we're on the final song of the album.
We've made it. Bit of a marathon, it feels.
It has been. Like I said, Matt, when you listen to this album, you're trucking, you're rocking, you're doing it. Then you get to Omega.
Or is the covering just that of a society that can't allow itself to see the truth within my own eyes?
Matt, you're so close. All you need is you need to get into an argument with yourself a couple times.
The devil.
At two different points in the song, somebody else yells, yeah, and then he goes, shut the fuck up, but it's himself. He's yelling at himself. Incredible bit. Every time that I hit this at the end of the album, I would feel every second of the 2 minutes and 52 seconds of this spoken word poem to close out. This is the weirdest part of the album. For one, it's not a secret track. It's the actual last track on the album every single time. It will not surprise you at all, Matt, that there are some people who love this song.
Not a surprise. Not a surprise at all.
Yeah. Now, this comment here from Song of the Deaf Girl, October 26, 2007, this is at 9:58 in the evening. I love that people have been saying this isn't a poem because it's a random collection of thoughts. Well, what is poetry if not random collections of thoughts?
I'm leaving.
That's all it is. Ever heard of a little something called poetic license?
I'm out of here.
Yeah. That's because poetry is anything and everything the person, writer, it ever could ever desire it to be. This is most definitely poetry. I'm not going to argue with this person.
I'm not going to argue with this person.
I'm not
It
gonna
is
argue.
poetry.
It's poetry. It's
But I
poetry
think
in motion.
as a culture,
Mm-hmm.
for the most part, we don't like poetry. I'm just
In
that's-
general, we don't.
that's why we have music, because just
Oh.
put a beat to that stuff and we're into it. But
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
stone cold words being spoken at me
No one wants it. No
in
one needs it.
meter.
Oh,
Eat
meter.
shit. Fuck
What's
you.
that? They're like, listen, you got some riffs that you can put on
I'm in.
this. I'm in. You can tell me all your poetry you want, but you take it away.
That's why you get like those hip hop, like those battles. It's dude, are you ready for the battle? And there's no music. It's just what are you guys doing?
What are you doing?
Why are we doing it
Why
like
are we
this?
doing this? No one wants this.
I don't want this.
No one wants this. Why are we being so polite about
Your hat dumb, your face fat, my rhymes good, you are whack. No, don't get me out of here.
No, get out of here. No, absolutely not. Matt, that's Stone Sour by Stone Sour.
Ooh, baby.
And it's the final album of Side Project Summer, which means we get to ask the question one more time this year. Is this album ego or essential? Matt, we'll start with you.
Okay. I think this is a pretty easy call to say that this is ego.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to this and I go, you do this a lot better with the other band that you're in. Why do you need to do this? And all I'm left with is questions. Now, if I'm to be believed that Stone Sour preceded Slipknot on the timeline,
Mm-hmm.
that Corey truly had this band fully baked before the timeline, it's still an ego play because it's still, I could do this without you guys, even though I'm going to take Jim Root with me.
Right.
And, other important members of the Slipknot 9 to round this out. Like, it is absolutely a warning shot across the bow of Slipknot Inc. to let them know you need me more than I need you. And that's why I would say it's ego. Now, could I be wrong? 1,000,000%. I don't know the inner workings of their business dealings.
Yeah.
And I don't know Corey Taylor at all. But as a full outsider, this screams, don't fuck with me, guys. I had a hit record with Stone Sour. I could tour that forever. Now.
Yeah. I mean, it felt like a total ego play. I mean, my biggest complaint for this record is that it wasn't a train wreck. I was so ready for it to be a train wreck. The way that people talked about it, the people want us to do it, I was like, there must be some surprise on here. I'm just gonna be like reeling. But no.
I think the reason they wanted us to do it is because it's mostly good.
Right.
And if you like hard rock, you're really gonna love the record.
Right. Yeah.
But if you're looking for like new metal, I mean, Get Inside,
I guess Get Inside, a couple other ones, but then once again, I can't not view it. I mean, the other thing is that like someone could say to me, like, actually, Lauren, Matt, in comparison to blank, this is actually fairly heavy stuff. This is pretty heavy record, but all I know is Slipknot,
right?
And I can't hear this in a vacuum. And all I hear is that it doesn't seem actually that heavy at all. I've already heard
not
these
at
guys,
all.
Especially coming off of Iowa. What are you talking about? This is nuts.
Talking about?
But this feels a little bit like, I know you just flew the Enola Gay over Japan. You saw some big bombs, but my buddy, he went to Ohio. He got some sick fireworks. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. The record itself, I feel, is mostly fine. There isn't anything in it that I'm just like, some of it's not my cup of tea just because I don't listen to this type of rock music by choice more often than not.
Right.
Mm-hmm. If I'm going to listen to rock music, I've kind of got my favorites,
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm throwing on Songs for the Deaf.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, so I don't go. To your point, if this were 10 bothers, I'd be a little bit more of, this is essential. He had to get this out.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, this is what they wouldn't let him do. They make all these moves and better in Slipknot,
Yeah.
except for Bother,
Right. Exactly.
which is
Yeah.
a song I don't like anyway. So.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's honestly a lose-lose for us as listeners. Yeah. So there you have it. An ego record. We did it. Stone Sour. You're welcome. And that brings us to the end of another episode of Roach Coach and the end of Side Project Summer. So thank you so much for listening to that and joining us this summer. Of course, the fun continues. We're going to keep this rolling as we roll into the fall and the beginning of the crack, the butt rock bracket. That will be on our Patreon, patreon.com/Roach Coach Podcast. That is coming very soon. Of course, say hello to us online, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Blue Sky. We're on all of those. Send us an email, roachcoachpodcast@gmail.com. And until next time, Matt, thank you.
Lauren, thank you.